We're here to solve this Pentominous borders puzzle by Grant Fikes. It's themed on loss. So to start off with, I'll just mark the obvious region continuations because of the borders. So there's one coming out here, one coming out here. This becomes an L. Now, this one, whether it takes this cell or not, we see that 4 cells will belong to some other region. Now, if this one comes here, then you force 2 L's next to each other. So this wouldn't. You have a border here and a border here, and this finishes an L and this finishes an I. So now we can continue this on. Now this can't be an L because it's next to another L. So it becomes a Z. And this one, now it can't take this because it already has a border between these two cells. So this continues on. We have another L. Now this one can't turn either left or right because it will form an L, and it's touching an L, so it's an I. Now this area in the top left, we have 9 cells coming into this this area right here, and basically this is just one cell which is going to escape from here. So we have 9 cells here. We need one more cell outwards to escape, so it can't hit this 2 cell area. So we have a border here, and this comes in here and stops here. So now we have 10 cells here, and we just need to figure out how that resolves itself. Meanwhile, this forms a V, and we come out here, and this can't be an L because it's touching an L, so it's a U. Now the shape over here cannot be a V, so we need at least one cell upwards here, because if not, then it'll form a V. So one cell upwards, and also the bottom shape here can't reach this because it will form an L and it will touch the L. So this shape takes this one, and since it can only go one cell downwards this direction, it will have to go one cell downwards here. Now if it takes this cell, we have 2 P's that will be next to each other. This can't happen. So this is a Y, and we have a Y and a T. Now the portion coming out here cannot go fully to the left because it will form a U and it will be next to the U. So it goes at least one cell to the right. That forces this. Now if this cell is taken by this shape, then you will basically form 2 Y's over here. So that can't happen. So a border here. This continues on to be a U, and this is a Y. Now if there is a border here, then this would continue on like this, and this one as well. And now it's a slight bit of a look ahead, but basically now you can't have this as an L because this will isolate 2 cells, and you can't have this as an I either because it will be next to 2 I's. So what that means is this cell is always taken by the shape, and since it can't be a Y, it has to be an N. Now this border can never be there because that will force this to happen, and it will be a 6 cell region. So what that means is you have 2 cells connected here. Also now they can't connect here because then you will have these 3 cells, and this shape can only take one of them. So you have a border here. Now again, if you have a border here, then this forces an N, and it's touching an N below, so that can't happen. And also now similarly, let's just put this border here. If this cell over here is not taken by this shape, then what ends up happening is it forms an F, but it's again, so at the end of it, you can see that it forms 2 F's. So 2 F's that are touching. So let's just go back. So this cell will be taken by this one, and this one comes this way. Now this shape cannot meet these 2 cells because it will form a U, and it's touching a U. So you have it coming this way at least because it can only take one cell this side. That forces this to be a P, and this is a W and an F. So we hope this walkthrough was helpful for you, and thanks Grant for the puzzle, and thank you all for watching.